Hello. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. As you know, tonight is not only Shabbat, but it begins the holiday of Sukkot, also known as Man Simchatenu. It is a time of great joy. I'd like to reflect a little bit on this time of great joy and a variety of meanings, and perhaps look at a new meaning to the holiday. When we're together on Yom Kippur, we recognize the fact that it was serious. It was about nothing less than mortality, life and death, from Rosh Hashanah through Yom Kippur, and the recognition of both our fallibility but also our vulnerability. A pretty heavy time. And all of the reflection is about ourselves, it's about our community, it's about our synagogue, it's about the Jewish people. And it's all inside. And then just a few days later, we are outside. We go into a Suka, a structure, an impermanent structure from which we can look up and we can see the stars and we can see the sky. And in that there are a number of different messages. We know that it may be that the first Sukkot were created to remind us of our wanderings in the wilderness and the impermanence of our situation. But now it might be about other things, including the beneficence of nature, and how important it is that we allow our spiritual life not only to reflect a ritual life from the past, but our spiritual life should also be in tune with the grandeur and the glory of the created world. We look up into the heavens, we look up into the stars, or we look into the sky, and we realize that we are part of something very large here, and that's an important thing to remind us of. There is a dimension in Judaism that does have to do with agriculture and nature. And all the rabbis were afraid of it turning us into nature worshipers or into pagans. The truth is, we didn't get turned into that at all. We did get moved away from the natural dimension. Israel helped give a rebirth to that. The land and its produce became such an important element to its existence and to our future. But also here, there are synagogues throughout the country that do a lot of worship and a lot of celebration that's centered around our gratitude for nature. Anyway, as we go into the Sukkah, we also remember the frailty of our being, because those things can collapse. In more than 1 year, wind has blown over Sukkah, or heavy rains, or I also remember the time when there was a huge snowfall when I was a rabbi in Ohio, and the Sukkah just didn't make it. And so as we remember that kind of frailty, we recognize where our strength comes and ultimately where our dependence lies, and how important that is to this holy day also. But one thing happens that's related to all of it, and that is that we don't sit in a Sukkah alone. We invite friends, we sit together with a community. We go into friends' Sukkot. And when we do that, we realize the power of those connections in creating comfort, creating hope, and creating joy. And that's the essence of being part of a Jewish community. And Sukkot allows little mini communities with so many people around here building Sukkot. And it allows us also to say that each one of us will do it a little differently, but each one of us will contribute to its beauty. I wish you Chag Sameach. I look forward to seeing you on Shabbat and on the holy days. I look forward to singing Hallel together, and I look forward also to celebrating the end of Sukkot and Simchat Torah together, as we will celebrate and dance together the gift of Torah. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach.